Folks, it is time to break down some earnings, so let's just dive into it. We have a lot of companies to talk about, a lot of charts to break down, and of course, I'm going to be sharing my opinions throughout the video, so if you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and do not forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. It is free money using that link down below. Once you open up an account, you get one free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, and if you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. Guys, again, it's free money, and of course, it helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always, so use that link down below. And now let's dive into it. So on the screen right here, you guys see Meta, which we're not going to break down in this video. We actually covered it in my last video more in depth. We broke down the numbers, the earnings release, all that good stuff, and Meta went up 14% on the day today. That is insane, and mind you, the overall markets crushed it today. We had the NASDAQ up 2.7%, the S&P went up 2%, the Russell went up 1.2%, as the Dow went up over 1.5%, and we had the VIX down over 9%. So yeah, pretty crazy day. So with that being said, guys, let's take a look at these other companies that reported, some in the morning, some right now after the bell. And mind you, I'm filming this at about 4:45 p.m. So the first one I want to break down, guys, is Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN, which, holy crap, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? This thing is completely and utterly breaking out. We're at a multi-month high right now on Amazon, and you guys can see we closed at about 109, and mind you, this stock went up 4.6% on the day, so it had a great day already. Then after the bell, when the numbers came out, this thing went up even more. Now it's up another $9. At one point, it was up even more, about $14 after the bell. It was up 11.5%. Now we're up about 7%. So yeah, needless to say, guys, this is another big tech name that's absolutely crushing it. We had Google report, their stock went up. Again, Meta, their stock went up. What else? Microsoft went up on the day yesterday or 2 days ago when they reported, whenever they did. Either way, all these big tech names are absolutely on a rampage right now. So let's take a look at what Amazon actually reported. And full disclosure, guys, I own Amazon. I've owned it for years. I actually recently bought it in my Patreon portfolio a couple of weeks ago, which, shameless plug, guys, if you want to be a part of the Patreon, check it out, link down below. You know, no pressure, check it out if you guys want, but I bought it recently. So it looks like they ended up doing EPS of 31 cents, which beat the 21-cent estimate. That's great. And revenue also beat, 127.4 billion versus 124.5 billion estimated. So they beat EPS and they beat on revenue, and it looks like here they see Q2 net sales of 127 to 133 billion versus the 129.83 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. Guidance for the upcoming quarter sales is pretty good. The upper end of that range is above the estimate, which is awesome. And in Q1, it looks like they did AWS sales of $21.4 billion. I'm not exactly sure what the estimate was on that. And let's see here. If we look up a little bit more here, again, they raised their sales guidance. Shares are jumping after hours, all right? And probably tomorrow, guys, I'm going to do a deeper dive. And I'm not really seeing anything else here in terms of the live news tab. And of course, tomorrow, guys, we're going to do a deeper dive into the actual earnings release. So make sure to subscribe, kind of like what we did with Meta earlier and Microsoft yesterday. So if you want to see a deep dive into Amazon's numbers, we're going to do that tomorrow. But on the on a brief glance, they did very well. Guidance is good for Q2 sales. They beat EPS. They beat on revenue. And their stock, I mean, the proof's in the pudding, guys. Their stock is up $9, which is awesome. In other words, around 7%, over 7% here after the bell, which I cannot complain at all. That is awesome. I'm loving it. And again, we're trading at a multi-month high now. You guys remember back in, when was this? The beginning of February, we hit around 115.16. Well, now we took that out. We hit 123, and now we're pulling back to about 118. Maybe we consolidate a little bit. I would think the best case scenario for the bulls would be we get consolidation right around 115. Again, old resistance. We might hold it as support. That would be the best case scenario for the bulls. Then from there, maybe we just continue trucking along. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I would like to buy more shares of Amazon. So hopefully it does start to dump back down again at some point. But by the looks of it, guys, it does not want to do that at all, at least as of now. So Amazon, AMZN is on fire, guys. Again, adding to the gains from Meta, from Google, from Microsoft. Now, the only big tech name left to report is Apple, AAPL, which I believe is next week. I forget what day it is next week, but either way, Apple today went up 3%, starting to break out to a multi-month high as well on the backs of these other big tech names that are doing very well. So it looks like Apple is on. Let me see here so I'm not giving you guys false information. They're reporting on the 4th, which I believe is on Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday's Apple next week, so watch out for it. 1 week from today. So another one I want to talk about, guys, very quickly is Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP, which, oh my gosh, guys, look at that. This thing is in free fall mode right now. It closed up 6% on the day, so it had a pretty good day on the day, closed at $10.50, and now after the bell, oh my God, that's not good. It is at $8.50, not $9.50. It is at $8.50. It's down $2 here after the bell, which is just devastating for a stock that's $10, guys. It's down roughly 20% right now. That's not good at all. And at one point it was down, let me see here. Holy crap. At one point it was down 25%. So it looks like Snapchat ended up doing EPS of a penny. All right. So they inked out a little profit there, guys, versus the loss of a penny estimated. So they beat on that. And I'm not seeing anything here on revenue. Where's revenue at? Why are they hiding their revenue number or something? They ended up doing $988.6 million of revenue. And I'm not necessarily seeing what the estimates were, but either way, guys, at this point, well, actually, we talked about the EPS estimate. They beat that. The estimate was negative a penny, but I'm not sure what the revenue estimate was, but either way, it can't be good. I mean, the fact that we're seeing a dump here of this magnitude, they probably missed on revenue, or maybe there's bad guidance or something, which I'm not really seeing anything on guidance right now, but it looks like here daily active users came in at 383 million, up 15% year over year. That's a little bit under the estimate of 383.7 million, so a little bit under the estimate there for daily active users, which maybe, just maybe, is contributing to the drop here after the bell. It might be, it might not be, I don't know, but again, this stock is down 20%, and if we're looking here at the charts, guys, it's not looking good at all. We're completely falling through the wedge, which we were holding the wedge heading into the earnings, guys, but now we're falling under the wedge. We're at a multi-month low. We took out the lows here by the looks of it from the end of December, and by the looks of it now, guys, we could be heading to the lows from the end of October, being anywhere from 730, 750. Maybe it goes even lower than that. So not good at all for Snapchat. It's a falling knife. Trend is breaking. I would be very careful. So the next one I want to look at here, guys, is Pinterest, which quite frankly, I'm actually scared to look at it right now considering what we just saw with Snapchat, but let's just pull it up. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's see what the heck is going on. Pinterest, oh my God, this is what I'm saying, guys. I was scared to look at it. Pinterest is down $3 after the bell. It closed at $27.27. It was up 2.5% on the day. Pretty good. Now it's at $24.15. Oh man, this thing is down. Let me see. Percentage-wise, it's not as bad as Snapchat, but still, it is down 12% after the bell. And initially this stock ended up shooting to almost $30. Then it dropped down to $23.50. So that's a spread of 21%. So actually at one point it was pretty much as bad as Snapchat. But either way, guys, Pinterest is down 12% after the bell. So let's see what they ended up doing. They beat EPS 8 cents versus the 2-cent estimate. All right, that's good. And they beat on revenue, 603 million versus 592.99 million estimated. So they beat EPS, beat on revenue. Global monthly active users up 7%, which maybe that could be a reason why that's not as great as obviously it once was. Growth is slowing down on the monthly active user side of things. But then again, it says here global monthly active users were up compared to the estimate. The estimate was 454 million. They came in at 463 million for daily active users, or rather monthly active users globally for Q1. So I'm not really sure what's going on, to be honest. Might have to dig a little bit deeper into that. Maybe it's something to do with guidance, but then again, I'm not seeing anything here on guidance, but overall, again, it's falling. It's getting destroyed. Their stock is not looking good at all right now. We went from almost breaking out of $28, maybe to make a move towards $30. Now we're falling right back to the bottom of this channel, which is putting us anywhere from $24, $23, $24. I mean, that's where we are right now. And if this thing does fall, we start taking the lows out from about a month and a half ago, being about $23. That's where things could really start to slide. slip. And at that point, guys, it could get even uglier. But even with this drop right now, we're still holding the uptrend. There's still some hope for the bulls, and we'll see if this, recovers. Maybe the dust settles a little bit. Bulls come in. Maybe we get a relief rally. Time will tell here on Pinterest, guys. And before we continue on, if you have not gone up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo, what are you waiting for? Use that link down below or go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. And listen, once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. And once you deposit at least $100, you get another 4 stocks, totaling 5 free stocks. And it gets even better than that, guys. There's more. If you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 stocks on top of the 5 stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. So if you want some free money, some free stocks, and you also want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. I appreciate you guys so much. Without you, this would not be possible. So cheers to that. And with that being said, guys, let me roll up my sleeves because now we have a couple more stocks to break down that I've not yet looked at. So Intel, I'm kind of scared to look at this one as well. This is one that ran up a ton. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but recently Intel had a huge breakout. It pulled back a little bit since then. Maybe it got a little bit ahead of itself. Let's see how the stock is doing right now after the bell. Okay, it's pretty flat. All right, pretty flat. It looks like though it initially popped. Let me see this. So it popped, yeah, it did, to 31.50. Then it shot down to 28.75. That was a drop of around 9%. So oof, that's a lot of volatility, and now it's pretty much coasting right where we closed at about 29.80, a little bit under 29.80. So Intel, guys, let me pull the live news up and see what they ended up doing. It looks like they lost 4 cents on the quarter, which beat the loss of 15 cents, so that's good. And it seems like they beat on sales as well, 11.7 billion versus 11.04 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, beat on revenue, and it looks like here anything on guidance. Not seeing anything on guidance. Actually, wait, they guided for Q2 EPS loss of 4 cents, revenue of 11.5 to 12.5 billion versus the analyst estimate of 2-cent profit. Okay, that's not good. And revenue of 11.76 billion. So guidance for Q2 revenue is pretty good. It's actually a lot higher than the estimate. The upper end of the range is higher, but they are guiding for a loss of 4 cents when the estimate was thinking, profit of 2 cents. So that's not the best sign overall for Intel, but it looks like it's something that the shareholders are overlooking as the stock is doing fairly well right now. Again, well, it was at one point. Now it's pretty flat, but the fact that we did pop over $30, which has been resistance for months, that is a good sign initially, but then again, now we're back under $30. So let's see if we could retake 30. If we retake 31, that is where we're going to get more upside, in my opinion. On Intel, my alert's already set at 31, so I'll just leave that there, and we'll see where it goes. So another one that I want to talk about that reported earnings this morning is MasterCard, ticker symbol MA, which we have an ascending triangle on MasterCard, and my alert right off the bat is set at $381, which if that breaks, we have a textbook ascending triangle play out. This could end up ripping towards 400, maybe even higher than that. We shall see once it breaks out, if it even does break out. So this stock went up 2% on the day today. They reported earnings this morning. It looks like here they beat EPS $2.80 versus the $2.72 estimate, and sales also beat $5.75 billion versus $5.64 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. Not seeing anything here on guidance, but either way, guys, it went up 2%. Pretty good day. Now we're testing the top of this ascending triangle. Let's see if it could break. So the next stock I want to talk about here today, guys, is Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. And mind you, this chart is not looking that pretty. We have a clear head and shoulders that's playing out on Caterpillar. You guys probably see it here. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder right here. Boom. You guys see that? So that's clearly playing out. I'm not the biggest fan of that, I'll be honest, but we're keeping it real. That's what we do here on the channel, guys. We're not going to sugarcoat it BS. We're just going to tell it how it is. That's what I do, and that's what I've been doing, right? So if you guys like that type of content, or you like the transparency, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that good old like button. So at this point, Caterpillar, again, went down a little bit on the day. We have that head and shoulder. So it looks like they did EPS of $4.91 versus the $3.78 estimate. So they actually crushed EPS. Hold up a second. What the heck? And they also beat on revenue, $15.9 billion versus, what was that? $15.26 billion estimated. So they beat EPS by a wide margin, and they ended up beating revenue, which is awesome. You cannot complain about that. That's awesome. But again, it all comes back to the head and shoulders, which at this point, we're not showing showing any signs of a breakout here where we would take the neckline out and maybe start reversing back to the mid 200s. In fact, this looks like at any moment now we can see the right shoulder play out, which is not good. We actually have a descending triangle. Do you guys not see what I just drew out? That's a descending triangle, meaning if we fall through this support at about, let's put it at 208, there could be a massive leg down at that point. So I'm going to set my alert at 208, mark is at or below. And again, if that breaks, the descending triangle plays out, the right shoulder plays out, there could be a lot more downside in Caterpillar. So the last stock today, guys, is AAL, which is also known as American Airlines. This one up 1% on the day, and this is also a descending triangle. You guys probably can see it. We have support at about $12, but at the same time, lower highs have been made for months. You guys see that clear as day. It does not take a rocket scientist to tell you that, right? And if we pull the live news up, let me see what they ended up doing. EPS 5 cents in line with the estimates, and revenue missed $12.19 billion versus $12.20 billion. So barely, not much of a miss, but it is a miss nonetheless. And the stock did all right. It went up 1% on the day, but still we have that descending triangle, which I'm not the biggest fan of at all. And we'll do a quick bonus one. I think LUV reported, which is Southwest. The stock went down 3.3% on the day, and after the bell here, it's pretty much unchanged. So let's see what they did. Actually, no, they reported in the morning. My bad. For some reason, I thought they were after the bell. Either way, they ended up doing, let's see here. Looks like they reported, let's see, where the heck is it? It looks like they reported, there it is, guys. They lost 27 cents on the quarter, which missed the loss of 23 cents estimated. That's not good. And sales also missed 5.71 billion versus 5.73 billion. That's not good at all. And honestly, guys, all these airlines, the charts, they're looking like crap. The charts do not look good at all. This is clearly descending. You know, it's been downtrending for months. Same with AAL, and probably same thing with DAL. Yeah, pretty much all these guys are not looking pretty at all. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. It's free money, link down below, and 12 stocks from Webull. Some more free money. Guess what? Also linked down below. And if you guys want to check out the Patreon, that's linked down below as well. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck out there.